What's up, everybody? What's happening? Yeah, there's a lot of boxing experts here, man. A lot of experts. You know, experts. Hold up. Experts on the aspect of motherfuckers need to learn how to, do your thing, man. I'm not gonna talk about nobody. Do your thing, man. But I'm not gonna act like I'm an expert. I'm not gonna act like I'm a mind reader. None of that. I give my opinions, and I try to give my opinion from both ways. And what I mean by both ways is that what it could be and what it couldn't be, right? So Claressa Shields come out and says that she would have did the same thing with Crawford if BLK Prime would have offered her that $10 million. And people are all up in arms about it, right? I'm not, man. Like, look, if that woman want to take $10 million before that Savannah Marshall fight, that's her business. I can't tell that woman what she could and could not take, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. A lot of you people that say y'all be on her head like y'all like how y'all some of these people out here doing Crawford, y'all did as wrong, man. Because y'all didn't do that with Savannah Marshall. Savannah Marshall ducked Claressa Shields for like 2 years. And her team in the press conference even said it. Even said she wasn't ready. And I didn't see all these people with that same energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it seems like a lot of black folks only got smoke for other black folks. But what I am saying is that, you know, the level of energy is not there. It just seems like this Crawford and Spence thing has something else behind it that the individuals that are upset don't want to talk about. And I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're not paying these fighters bills. Lana D, what's happening? Oh yeah, that's right. Happy Saturday back to you. Yeah, salute to Claressa Shields. Bruce Gas, what's happening? I see you, homeboy. Yeah, man. I just look. There's nothing wrong. Criticism, constructive criticism. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with venting your frustration to these boxers. But when Terrence Crawford is talking about his daughters, and you up over there talking about something completely different, and you the same one that every time this dude posts something, either it's positive in life and what he's doing, you know what I'm saying, or doing for other people, or it's negative, it's the same shit. It's some weird obsession that people have. Like they like you wait for Terrence Crawford to respond to you so you can feel validated or something. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the old joke when you stop at a light and somebody got rims and they want those rims to be acknowledged. You want to be acknowledged, or you got some obsession, or whatever the case may be. Move the fuck on. There's other fights out there. Now back to this Claressa Shields thing. $10 million is $10 million. Then $10 million is $10 million. If you was a fighter, all right, and the most you ever got was $1 million. Well, it doesn't matter how much the most you ever got. It's called you feeding your fucking family. It's called if you happen to get in a situation to where you got to hang the gloves up, are you well financially? See what I'm saying? $10 million. And these boxing fans out here is like, oh, I wouldn't have done that. It's legacy and this and the third. You guys ain't professional. You guys ain't a professional boxer. You're not a professional athlete. A lot of you guys, a lot of us have never been. If you have been, you ain't never been on that level. You see what I'm saying? You ain't never been on that level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think a lot of these boxers out here want legacy. But at the same time is, how the fuck you gonna pass up $10 million to fight some goddamn David Avenizzi? Who's gonna fucking do that? Who's gonna fucking, who in their right mind is gonna explain to you that you shouldn't do it? I mean, there's rumors out there. It's like, oh, Crawford only got paid 2. Crawford only got paid 3. Crawford only got paid 5. And the dude would have been out of the ring for a year. So he's getting paid $10 million for a tune-up. What promoter, what manager, and they got, and they mind gonna tell their fighter not to get that money? Who? Am I upset that the Terrence Crawford and Spence fight didn't happen? Yes, but I'm not obsessed about it. I do not have no type of obsession to sit up over here and act like I wouldn't have took that $10 million, because I would have. I would have took that, like Uncle Elroy said. Yeah, I always said I wouldn't move out the ghetto if I got some money. But as soon as I got my money, I was gone. Everybody see that? See that? See that? D-Lo, what's happening? Lana D said, what's up, Bruce? Lana D said, what's the word? D-Lo says, yeah, if that man posts HBD to one of his kids and you take shot at him about some boxing, or throw insults, I can't respect you as a man. That's some suck ass shit. Yeah. That's what a couple people did, man. That's what a couple people did. And then somebody was up in there trying to tell Claressa Shields that's not what she'd do. Claressa Shields says she would have done the same thing as Crawford if somebody offered her 10 mil. And people up in there saying, oh, she wouldn't have done that. She would have fought Savannah Marshall and circled around the block. Circle around the block would be too late. Somebody already else would have took that money. That money would have been offered to somebody else. They talking about now. Savannah Marshall already ducked Claressa Shields twice, or probably more than that, by admissions of her own team, because they said that she wasn't ready, right? So you would jump out in front of somebody and not give your car no gas. I'm going to tell you what, these people out here in Key West, this made me lose my train of thought. Yeah, man, you know, I would have did the same thing as Shields, man. I would have done the same thing as Shields. But oh yeah, that's what it was. People over there trying to tell Shields what she would have done after she already told him. Like, I don't understand that shit. She told you she would have took the money. So who are you to tell her what she wouldn't do? You know what I'm saying? When you become a successful athlete, right? And you're getting paid millions of dollars, right? You're gonna have people that depend on you. You're gonna have family members that you're gonna want to take care of. You're gonna have people that you want to give the finer things in life. And how are you gonna do that? How are you gonna do that? By listening to some people on social media that ain't never been in your shoes. You know what I'm saying? Yes, of course, I do it from time to time. You know, talk about legalities and shit like that. Like, sometimes I overstep my boundaries as a motherfucking fan. You know what I'm saying? But that's up to us as fans to acknowledge that and to try to fucking do better. You know what I'm saying? My main thing is that when it comes to the money over legacy thing, people need to put into account that people want the finer things in life. All I want is the finer things. All I need is... Crawford was undisputed. Crawford was undisputed. Like, in the list, all the fucking bread. You know, some people want to make some money, right? What's wrong with holding the fans back for one fight and taking that 10 million? You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about people boxing in this legacy shit for how long? Boxing in this legacy shit for how long? Don't act. Laugh out loud. That's one of my favorite scenes from next Friday. Yeah. As soon as I got my money, I was gone. And Rancho Cucamonga. D-Lo 404 Boxing said, them dum-dums don't just ignore the fact that the fight wasn't happening in 2022 according to all the parties involved. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there. There was one dude from PBC saying it's not going to happen. There was a couple of other people that are saying it was not going to happen. Stephen Espinosa was sitting up over there trying to tell folks stay optimistic and nobody want to listen. But a lot of people out there, see, I think a lot of it is. I think a part of it is a small part. Some people on YouTube was out there saying the fight is going to happen November 19th. Talking about how they going to get how they already got their hotel reservations, all right, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. And the fight didn't happen. They put so much behind that fight happening on November 19th that they end up looking fucking stupid. They ended up looking fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? They stuck their neck out there, and then and like they was William Wallace or something like that, and thought they was gonna catch a break. Nah, homie, you stuck your neck out there. You know what I'm saying? And got embarrassed. Another aspect of it is that we had this whole conundrum beforehand. Who was ducking, Crawford or Spence? And we all saw how heated that got. Those discussions were getting pretty hot. Friendships lost, maybe a couple of scuffles and this, that, and the third. But now we into this conundrum we're in right now, and it's the same damn thing. Out of all the fights that's happening this weekend, all the fights that happened last weekend, the weekend before, so on and so forth, people are still talking about Crawford and BOK Prime, Crawford and how he can't negotiate and this and the third, when it doesn't matter. It was the first time ever that Crawford and Spence actually negotiated for something. The first time fucking ever. The first time ever, and it didn't happen. The first time ever they negotiated, and the first time ever then we actually had a glimpse of the fight actually fucking maybe possibly happen. Now, what I would say with all that is, basically, I wholeheartedly think that folks just need to let it go. Let it go. This is not going to be the first time, and it's not going to be the last time a fighter is going to not fight somebody because of money, because they're going to get paid more somewhere else. We've seen it with the reasons why Anthony Joshua chose to fight Charles Martin. We've seen it why Anthony Joshua chose to fight Klitschko. We've seen it. We saw why in some instances that Canelo chose not to fight certain fighters because of money. What does he always say? Who is you? When he says you're a boring fighter, what does he think you mean? I guess money only excites him. But anyways, y'all, hold up. Let me read these comments before I bounce. Everyone else, D-Lo 404 said, everyone else career accomplishments matter except Crawford. When it comes to Crawford, they water it down, everything before he touched 147. Yeah. Pretty much. We see how much praise Usyk get for Undisputed. Pretty much. And I don't know what that is like if we sit up over here and we give these fighters their flowers when it's due, like we should. right? And especially the Crawford situation. We probably wouldn't be sitting up over here arguing, huffing and puffing about Earl versus Crawford, because the fight would have already happened. Because we would have gave these fighters their proper just dues, and the money wouldn't be a fucking issue. Money wouldn't have been money in all this promotional shit wouldn't have fucking been an issue. But we constantly sit up over here and buy rate. I'm saying all of us is just as a whole. I'm not talking to people specifically or pointing out anybody. Just some overall, right? We constantly buy rate these fighters over and over again, and in this weird way. Like, I don't know if it's because you don't like them, you like the opposition, you obsessed. I don't know what it is. You wish you was their promoter. You wish they was them. You living vicariously through their life. I don't know what it is, but it's something. And we can't just keep blaming these promoters and these managers and these networks as the root of all evil, when us as boxing fans, we have played our part. And like, again, I'm not talking to anybody specifically. I'm just bundling everybody into one bunch, because overall, the majority, that's how it seems. A lot like they said, Facts D-Lo, they mentioned how Spence stopped Ugas, but not that Ugas hurt him bad. But Bud versus Mean Machine, oh my God, you would have never known Bud stopped him. Let them tell it. See? Lala D said D-Lo before 147. They are even worse on Bud at 147. Yeah, I mean, well, I would beg to differ, because reason why that before 147 thing is because the dude was undisputed, and they like, we fought against and this and the third, and look vacant belts and all that stuff. Look at Usyk in cruiserweight division. Let's keep it real. Look at Usyk in the heavyweight division. Look who gave him a hard time in the heavyweight division. And then let's go back and look who he beat. Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is not the man that he was 4 years ago, 5 years ago. He is not the same fighter. He is not. He doesn't have the same tenacity, doesn't have the same heart, doesn't have the same spunk, doesn't have the same killer instinct. Lala D, he isn't. Lala D said he isn't. He's not the same fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's not the same fighter. But everybody and their motherfucking mama, right, out here, well, not everybody, but gave Usyk his props. Gave Usyk his props. But can't give it can't give Crawford them props. When you look at all these other people that's been undisputed, look how they promotional brands talk about them and being undisputed. Look at how ESPN and all these other people talk about them with being undisputed. Look at how they promoter talk about them with being undisputed. Look at how they constantly throw that in your motherfucking face. Make sure you don't fucking forget. But with Crawford, the fans can't even do it for him because we refuse as a whole. That's why I believe that I think we should start giving these fighters they props and they flowers on time, and not when it's too late. Not when it's too late. And all these and another thing I think we should do, we should stop coming up with these. It's different if it's a good nickname, but these negative nicknames for these fighters, I think we should stop. I know I was a part of it with AJ, part of it with Dillian White, but I think at the end of the day, by rating these fighters does nothing, but just shows a level of maturity. You know, Queen Joshua, Mr. PEDs, all that shit that I was calling him, we was calling him. You know what I'm saying? Dillian White liking and all that shit. him and his husband. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of that. I think needs to calm down because after a while you start to see like you start to listen back to your videos and look at the comments you wrote and stuff like that, and you start to realize, damn, that was real some corny ass shit. D-Lo wrote, Crawford got mad props from them same folks until he became Spence's rival. You see? Just right back in full circle. Right back in full circle. It's something. It's something. It's something. It's something about it that's not healthy in nature. It's damn for sure something that is not healthy in nature. You know what I'm saying? Something about it. But on that note, man, I'm gonna get some fishing bait. So I'm up over here, about to get some bait. I was gonna get some I might get some shrimp, but I'm just gonna get some squid and call it a day. And on that note, shout outs to everybody in the whole entire boxing world, and everybody stay sucker free.